Hey everybody, this is Collect Dude. I'm back with part 2 of the haul that I had. Like I said, I'm gonna get done with these, and I gotta go to the post office and mail off the pop contest prizes and everything. Go to Half Price Books again, and announce my pop contest, my next pop one. So it's not like a surprise now. You know, I'm gonna be announcing it pretty soon. So like I said, I'll be giving away 10 prizes on that one. So I'll be looking forward. Like I said, it's March. What's the date today? March 7th. So like I said, it'll go 2 weeks, which will be, let me check. Yeah, I just checked it. I need to keep it ready and everything. Like, I'm trying to be all spontaneous, but be 2 weeks. So I looked at it. All I had to do was add it in my head, but thinking, but the 21st. So I'll let you know. Like I said, more details on a video that's just for that. So let's get back to these comic books so you can see everything I got, and hopefully I can get through all of these in 2 videos, but it may take a little bit longer. This was cool. I never picked it up. The Jim Lee cover of cover 6 with Bendis and Mac artwork, Jinx World. I thought that was cool, so I grabbed it. This, I'm not sure if it's going for anything. It's $1.99. It'd be cool to get him to sign it, wouldn't it? And I'm sure he's probably signed a ton of them already. So this was cool. Crisis: The Final Fate of the Flash. I got it. Crisis on Infinite Earths, number 8. I got it for $1. I was like, are you kidding? So it was for $1, and it's in really nice condition. I used to own all of these books. Like I said, everybody pretty much that collects comics lives in a time of books that come out that are like very cool. But I lived in a time where in the 80s, in the 90s, I had a lot of characters come out that were cool, but it continues to keep happening. They have to continue to keep coming up with more characters and stuff like that. So everybody watching this video, or everybody that makes their own videos, has grown up in a different time. There's another guy that I watch, and he had all the 70s, 60s, and 70s books, and some before. It's like, you're kidding me. Silver Age, I think it's Silver Age Dave, and there's another guy. But awesome books, and I'm like, how they continue to collect these. It's like, wow. So, but that was a good story. Same thing with Secret Wars. It's like they kind of coincide. Like Secret Wars number 8 is the first appearance of Venom and the Spider-Man. Then you got Flash, something number 8, Crisis on Infinite Earths number 8. So it's like big events, and they're both worth a lot of money, both books. So, but that, I think, I'm not sure exactly what this one's worth, the Crisis one, but the Venom one might be worth more. But who knows? Other one may go up. And how did it do with the Crisis on Infinite Earths TV show and everything? Because I haven't watched any of it. So let me know what that was. Was that any good? Because I need to try to watch it. Now this was cool. I got number 1 of Crisis on Infinite Earths: The Legends of the DC Universe. This is number 1, The Untold Story. I got another copy of this one. This one is in a lot better shape than the one I had before. So, and I only paid $2.50 for this. So I thought this was cool to have another copy. This one I gave away to a friend who gave me a whole bunch of books, and I got it back now. So I found this one. He gave me like Sandman, all the Sandman books that are worth a lot of money. He gave them to me, and he said, no, I don't care. I said, do you know these are worth a lot of money? Because when I first got them, I took them. I said, let me check these. And he gave me like, say, 60 books, but those Sandmans were in there. It was like 5 or 6, maybe 10 books of Sandman. And those were the ones that were worth it. You know, you could buy a whole bunch of books and then only have a few that are worth anything. And those were it. The other ones were okay, and I think I had them for a little bit, and I looked through them, and I sold them. But I kept the Sandman ones. But he didn't want them back. I said, I would feel bad to tell you, or just take them and not tell you. And I showed them to him. I said, this is what they're worth. This is what they're going for. This is what they're going for eBay. And he goes, I don't care. Just keep them. And I told him, I said, I'll give you some books as I get some stuff. I'll give you. He goes, okay. And I didn't even have to do that. He said, just keep them, because he read them. He's not worried about the value of them. I'm like, are you serious? Oh my gosh. I said, okay, thank you, buddy. But I know him. I know his dad and everything. Very awesome family. But he didn't want them. So I said, and I've given him, I think, 2 long boxes or books. I got him some books over time and everything. So just thanking him for it. But then whenever I see anything cool and I think he might like it, I just give it to him, give him like a whole set or something, or maybe a trade, which is one thing I need to do, because he liked Ice Cream Man. But here's Daredevil and the Punisher. I gave him this, and he liked it. So Daredevil and the Punisher, this is number 1. I saw another copy of that, and I paid $2.50 for that. And I saw another copy of it for the same price, like that, maybe $3, and it was all beat up a little bit. I'm thinking, wow, man, I wish I could find that. And it was in Mylar, and it looked really good. And then I opened it up, pulled it out, I was like, oh no. And I put it back in, I was like, no. And I just waited, and there I got another copy of it. This one's Justice League: The Dark Side War, Flash, number 1. Now I got 2 copies of this one, and I paid $2 for it. This may be going up for price too. Like I said, when I get multiple copies, I'm just going to be moving them out. Elektra, I'm keeping these though. Mike Deodato artwork. Only have 1 copy of this one, but I like his art. I paid $1 for this. And I keep finding my different half-price books. They'll have the different ones that'll hopefully complete my collection of his early artwork with Elektra. Then this one's cool. These are going up in price. I don't know if it's because of the movie or not. Eternals. This is number 6. I found number 1, but it had a big... Yeah, this is number 6 right here. But number 1 had a big bend, like across here. I pulled it out of the bag and was like, ah! You know, it wasn't in a bag. I just turned it over. It had a big bend, and you can see a crease. I was like, nah, I don't want to get it. But this one has a few dings in it. But I paid $1 for this. I just love the cover. But it was on the clearance. And they've been doing a lot of clearance at half-price books, too. Let me know if anybody's watching this that has a half-price books. Is your store doing the same thing? A lot of clearances? Because I keep asking them questions about moving out more books and if they're going to have another sidewalk sale pretty soon because Free Comic Book Day is coming up. Is that in May? And they usually do the same thing. They'll put out all their comic books, or they'll have a big convention and have thousands of books out. I didn't go last year, but I'd like to go this year. This one went down in price. The Flash, the first appearance of Godspeed. Paid $1.50 for this. I think it's gone down in price. But I'll be giving one of these away as well. So I'm trying to figure out different stuff. This one is my second copy of this one. This is Rhodey and the Iron Patriot armor. Gambit number 13. Paid $1.50 for this. Wow. And like I said, when I see them and I go, okay, and I recognize the cover, just like you guys do it too. When you go out and you recognize something that's worth something, if you're going to half-price books, if you're going to a bookstore, or if it's a new bookstore, something like that, and you flip through, because I've gone to the stores where they got all the dollar comics, and I found like Nomad books, and I think it was 3 of them, and I showed them on the channel. They're all signed, and I think I got them for $1 or $2 each or something, but they were in the dollar boxes, and they were all signed by the artist. But I don't think the owners knew, or I don't think they were worried about it, because Nomad really, but with the signature on it, it's kind of cool. So, but I noticed, even though they could be worth something, eBay maybe would make them charge more. What might, Midtown Comics, I'm thinking too quick. Midtown Comics, they have their comics, and they'll sell them for regular price, signed by the artist. And I don't know what that is, but I want to get a copy if they're still there. I put them in my cart, but you know, if you wait too long, it'll be gone. I put them in my cart, the signed copies of Wolverine, with him drawn by Gabriel Deodato. It's all white and everything, and you can see parts of his body, and he's like, the skin he just pops off the screen because everything's all white around him. They were going for $15 a signature. It was I think two different signatures. I'm not sure if Gabriel signed one and the writer signed another one, because I put 2 of them in my carts from separate spots, and they're $15 each. And there's some other ones that are signed that I like to get, but and they're regular price. But if I got them in my cart, I think I added up, I think it's come up to like $53 right after I got done. But it's amazing how they just charge regular price for them. They don't charge any more, because sometimes I'll look at and go, hey, do I want to get the book now, or do I want to wait till next week? Because they may have it in there for the same price, but it'll be signed. So if you want a signed copy, I guess you can get it. We can wait. Or if you don't want to wait, like some of the books that are out now by Batman that are real popular, Batman number 90 is one of them. And then some of the other ones with Hell Arisen or Hell Arisen, those are real popular right now, which I missed out on. So I said, you know what? Certain books I missed out on, but if I can, I'll wait. Hopefully they'll be at half-price books. But let's get back to this. Sorry for talking too much, but hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. And just as I go along, I think of something. But here's G.I. Joe number 131. It's for $1. It's not in the greatest condition. See, it's got some issues down at the bottom and everything. They see how it's overlapping. But still, I saw this and it said it was worth a little bit more. So I grabbed it for $1. Hey, this is my second copy of this one. Green Lantern number 28 with Supergirl on it. Being taken over by Rage. So this was $1.49. Then I got this. These are cool. The lenticular covers. Jean Grey and Astonishing X-Men. So I guess it goes back and forth. So I thought these were cool. I think this one's worth maybe a little bit. It's for $2 I paid for it. Then I got a Justice League number 1 for $2. These are always good. I'm going to be giving away one of these. And I think I might have gave one away. I saw this one. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I gave one away already. And I may give another one away. I think I got 2 left. So this will be 3 again. Justice League number 8. Who's on the front of that? Joker. I would love to get a pencil version of this. $2 for this. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Wow. This was cool because Joe Lisner did the whole thing. Killraven number 1. He did the artwork inside of it as well. This was, I didn't change it to another bag yet. $1.49 for this one. Since it was the number 1, I grabbed it. Plus, I like Lisner's artwork. This was $1. Man of Steel number, it's got Batman on the front. Man of Steel number 3. One of the half-price books had them all for $3 each. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. And I waited and I found this one for $1. And I found some of the ones that were marked $3 each. When I flipped through the clearance bins, they had them in there for $1. They put the orange sticker on it and they marked them down for $1. But I already had a stack and I said, I don't want to keep adding, so I'll wait. But if they're still there, I'll pick them up because that was a good story. This is a new one from the Laughing Ogre, Marvel. Was this Marvel? I mean, did I go to Laughing Ogre? See, I go to all of them. Laughing Ogre or Pack Rat? No, Pack Rat. I went to Pack Rat Comics. But this is cool. And Alex Ross did some artwork in it. So I paid regular price for that Pack Rat. And I'm gonna collect those. If you've seen the upcoming stuff, I'm going to get all of those. I'm like, I like that because Alex did some artwork in them. Then this is official Marvel Index to Marvel Team Up featuring Spider-Man number 1. Thought that was cool. That was $1. And you got the back wraparound cover. Cool. Then I got another copy of this for $1. New Mutants number 17. Really nice condition too. Then these, I've been trying to get all of these, and when I see them, I pick them up. $1.99 each. I paid for Paper Girls number 27. I like the story. And here's number 28. And then I got this lenticular cover of, I think it's Punisher and War Machine. So it's like, I paid $2 for this, where you see War Machine there, and then it goes to the Punisher one. That's cool, huh? I like to find one of these. I haven't found it yet, but I think I will over time. Like you see, people keep selling their stuff, and you never know, man. This was just beautiful, so I grabbed it. This is the Punisher 224. That is an awesome cover. I said, grab that. That is so cool. Look at that. That looked cool, so I just grabbed it. Then I got these. This is Rip in Time, number 1 and number 2. Bruce Jones and Richard Corbin. It's all black and white artwork. This is number 1, this is number 2. Very cool. And the trade paperback, I guess it's got 3 issues altogether. The trade paperback is going for a lot of money. I was looking for it. As soon as I found these, I turned around and looked at the wall to see if they got some new trade paperbacks in, because they'll do that in. And they got like the Forever People trade paperback, and they got some other stuff like all the Miracle Man and stuff like that. I've been looking for those because I have the trades from Pack Rat Comics years ago, but I can't find the one with the demon on the front of it. It's worth a lot of money, and it's going for a lot of money on eBay, but I can't find one. And I found a hardcover, and it was $60 though. I'm like, I don't want to pay that much. And I opened it up, and the inside it was hardcover, and inside the paper was all ripped and torn off. And I'm thinking, $60 for that? But even though it's got a rip on it, it's still really cool. But I was like, nah, I'll wait. So, and usually I wait, and over time and everything, because I don't really need it. It's just cool to have it. You know, you want to have stuff in your collection. But if you don't really need it, $60, I said, you know, I'll wait and see if I can find a better copy. So that's what I did. These are cool. Found Secret Wars 3 and 4 for $1 each. I'm like, Are you serious? $1 each. And they're in very nice condition. I found a bunch of these at a blowout sale at Half Price Books. But these are in really nice condition. So I was like, wow, I'm going to add those to my collection in just a second. Okay, I'm back. I found two more, or two of these. This is Semper Fi, Tales of the Marine Corps. Semper Fi 1 and 2. And I paid $2 each for these. I thought they were cool. They were in really nice condition. I don't know what they're going for. But I said, you know what, that's really cool. Because I love Marine stories and stuff like that. I love the Band of Brothers thing off of Netflix. It's on, yeah, it's on, I don't think it's on Netflix. It's on Amazon Prime. I've been watching that over and over again. I love some of the stories and everything, to hear different tales that they talk about. So this is 1 and 2. And love to hear the stories about the different nationalities, different races of Marines that went over and what they went through and stuff like that. Because you're like, the inequality and stuff like that, how the races and everything, and how people were treated over how the country was and everything. You hear about the wars, you hear about different things that happen here. Then other countries, like the way they treat people over in other countries is like, wow. So when I went over to Sweden for a while, they didn't like me because I was American, and you could say they would kind of treated me kind of racist because, or just they loved their country more because how they talked about how we act and how we do certain things and how we eat. But then they didn't like me because I didn't speak the language, because they were mad because I'm trying to talk to them in English. And not everybody, the people that helped us when we were there, we went there for them. They loved us. It was cool. We were friends and everything like that. And they taught us some Swedish, and they taught me Swedish, and I learned a lot and everything. And they said, when you come there, you have a book and everything. You have to learn how to speak the language. You're not allowed to just be there and be a citizen and not learn their language. So they had to have a book, and but they said like in about 6 months, you take a class and everything like that, you'd be speaking fluently. But the guy was trying to teach me, and I'm messing up these words. Some of them I knew, some of them I didn't. He said, just keep working at it. He was laughing. But I had a book that one of the ladies gave me that was there, and she said, Gary, go through this whole book. She goes, this is what I had to go through to live here and become a citizen, because she got married to a guy, a pastor over there that was Swedish, and they met, and she moved there. I think she's from Mexico or Spain or somewhere. I think it was Mexico she was from, and it was just cool. And like I said, there's certain people, I called one guy because I knew his son. I had met his son and everything, and I was trying to talk to him a little bit and help him out with different things he was going through. And I asked for him, and he spoke back to me in Swedish. And when I kept talking in English and I was trying to figure out the words to say, he just hung up on me. I'm like, oh, shoot. It was like he was getting mad. He was kind of like, and then he hung up. I'm like, okay, that's what you get. So I said, I got to learn how to speak a little bit more before I call somebody, or hopefully he answers the phone. I didn't call him again and everything. I just talked to a friend and told him about it. But it was kind of funny to me. But I'll show you a few more books and then I'll be done. Okay, here we go with Shazam #1. I picked up this. This was $2.50. And then this was cool. Showcase #100. I paid $3 for this. I think I remember this when I was a kid or just younger. So I thought that was cool. I grabbed that. And it's a nice book. And I'm surprised when I find some of these in such good condition. I'm like, are you serious? It's not beat up? Wow. So I'm like, I'll take it. This was, I think, for a toy. This is Amazing Spider-Man. The Horns of the Rhino. It says 41, but sometimes these numbers aren't right because they just stick it on, because I got a Captain Marvel one. It was the wrong number on it. This is $1 here. So, and I'll show you these 5, and don't get too excited and everything, because I was like, are you kidding me? I got giant size Spider-Man 1 through 5, and I paid $2 for each of them. I thought these were so cool. They're not in the greatest, but I'd say they're fine. They're very fine. Maybe some negative, but that's #1. And I think this one has a little tear at the top there. But I have to do a flip through. I keep saying I'm gonna do flip throughs. I got to do them. I know there's so many videos I want to do, and it's just so little time. But awesome books. Look at this. This is number 2. I don't remember seeing these. I didn't know they existed until when I flipped through them, I said, go to Spider-Man, go to Batman, and see if you can find some Venoms. And that's what I did. I went around, and when I was going to go to the other side, there was other guy standing over. He was grabbing all the Captain Americas, but I was over getting the Spider-Mans and stuff like that. But here's number 3. This one is really nice condition. Here's number 4. Wow. And this is the last one I'll show you, number 5. This one's a little bit more beat up. I think they had number 6 there, and it was really trashed. Or it was another copy of this one, and it was really beat up, and I said, nah, I'm not going to buy that one, but I got these. But very cool. That's the last one. But hopefully you like that. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the comic books and everything, and all the other stuff I spoke about. If you want to comment on it, tell me different experiences you had with different relations with people and stuff, and other comic book people, and going to Half Price Books or your local comic book store. Let me know what great finds you found. All right, let's keep this fun and everything, and keep it going. But I enjoy doing this. But that's part 2. I'm going to do part 3 so you can get through the rest of these books. And you guys have a great day, great rest of the weekend. And Collector Dude is out.